So this pattern is Token of Love. This is what it looks like. And I did want to start it right away because I know how I'm going to finish it. So this is how far I've gotten.
She's driven by the end product.
Yes, and I am stitching this on 46 count.
Summer khaki.
Is it?
I don't know. I just made that up. No, that one's summer khaki.
It's 46 count. I know it's fiber on Win, but I don't.
But you know what? I don't think we had the name of that one last time.
No, I did. I found it. Remember?
Did you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yes. Oh well.
So we should know.
So we should know. Yeah. Shame on us. All right. The last thing that I pulled out, because of course it was feeling like fall here. Now it's back to humid and
hot.
But
oppressively.
Oh gosh, yeah, and also, I mean, the hurricane damage in Florida and Brian, my brother, was sent to Georgia.
Was he?
Yeah, he works for an electric company, and he was sent yesterday. They had to leave and go to Georgia. I don't know when he'll be home, but it's awful.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're really praying for all of you there. That's just terrible. All right, I got out the Quilted Witch. This is a design by Lori Holt, and we got this from the Fat Quarter Shop. This is the pattern. I have changed the colors because I didn't want it to be as bright. So my colors are much more muted, and then my fabric is also different. Thank you. The fabric I'm using is by Fiber on a Whim. It is 40 count, and it is called Eggshell.
I want to hold this up so they can see this next to that, because I think that's
okay.
a good image for them to see the difference between the colors.
I got her whole skirt finished finally and all the quilt blocks. I love it. But yes, it's very muted. I did her skin color in green because I just thought that was fun. I am changing the layout somewhat. This will be her broom instead of her holding a needle. And anyway, I'm just going to continue with a lot of the Quaker motifs. I did some different stitches in the pumpkin and on her dress. It's a lot of fun. But she's so cute. I'm working right now on this foot down here. It's not quite finished. And then I'll start all the other pieces around there.
Nice.
So that's been fun.
The whole skirt reminds me of your blue ribbon design pattern that you're doing in Quilt Squares.
Yeah.
It's very similar.
She's so cute though. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That was so much fun. And it was really cool because after I got just a couple done up here, I thought, well, why am I looking at the pattern? So you didn't even have to look at the pattern. You just kind of chose. I thought, well, what square do I want to do here? What do I want it to look like? And what colors do I want? So that was a lot of fun. Oh my gosh.
Speed it up.
So
too,
fun.
Huh?
Yes. Yes. A few of you we did hear from that you are interested in my my color changes. So I do have this on Instagram. If any of you are on Instagram, you can pause this video and take pictures, or because that's too much to put in our description
They could write
box.
a list. I mean, you can pause it and just write them down.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you were interested and you just pause the video, that way you could have write them down. I have them right next to, I just folded over the card. I have them next to the ones that they called for, that they used. And if I have a dash there, if I have lines, then I am using what is called for.
So if it's substituted, you noted it. If not, it's what it was.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. And all of their colors that they've used are DMC. So.
Nice.
All right, that's my works.
Well, we have a theme here, I guess, with Fat Quarter Shop today because I'm still working on my jar series.
Oh, yeah.
I did do June's, and in this case, I was using it as an illustration for a couple things. One, I found a really cute way to finish it, which is what Deb was talking about. But the other one is you can use your fabric color now as a substitute. That tells us it's time for something else.
That was a different alarm.
Yeah, you can use a substitute color that in this case eliminates the need for me to stitch all that background.
Yeah.
So
love it.
I just used the blue and picked my own colors from my over-dyed floss and did my
So
sailboat.
cute, yes.
And I'm doing the same thing with this. Here you go. This is my big start on this guy. So
Aw.
actually the real work is going to be mostly the jar.
Yeah.
But I did two things there, and I did it on the other one as well. There is a color by Weeks called Galvanized, and that's what I used for the jar lid instead of the white and gray combinations.
Yeah.
And then the colors I'm using are over-dyed, and I just picked out the main colors on the snowman from my stash that I wanted to use. And of course that's the jar color. And so I'm going to use the over-dyed blue for the the snowman's scarf, and then the browns for his arms, and then of course the white for him and the snow and the
Very
jar.
cool.
So that will be fun.
Nice. What count is this, do you know?
That's 28.
28?
Just
okay.
a 28, and it
Nice.
was a
Nice.
one of those stash pieces that I picked up that was in a bin at some
Oh, okay.
shop. So I
Okay.
didn't even have the actual
Okay.
name of the linen on there.
Gotcha.
Now, that sound was my Mission Impossible alarm going off. And that means that right now we're going to do some subscriber tributes, which is something Deb and I started back in the day for a thank you
Yes.
from us to people who subscribe to our channel.
Yes.
So we have some patterns today, and then we also have some actual projects for you.
Okay. So let's start with subscriber tributes. The first subscriber we want to say a special thank you to today is Patsy K6114, and you'll be getting a Virlande sampler. It's from the German Sampler Museum, and this is by the Scarlet Letter. Nice red sampler for you. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. My email information is in our Dropbox. If you can get a hold of me, and then I'll get that out to you. Next subscriber, Peggy Hughes, 4614. You're going to be getting the Jeanette Douglas Designs My Stitching Treasures. This is a lot of fun. I decided to bring my box down because I completed it a while ago to show you. So there's mine finished. I have it under glass. A lot of fun. Jeanette's pieces are always a lot of fun to stitch. But have fun with that. And then I got the box from Salty Yarns at a Super Bowl sale, I think, one year.
Yes,
that
we
was
did.
really cool.
And
Yeah.
the that pattern has an accessories
Yes.
kit. And I just wanted to mention that because her silks, she does a marvelous job of
Yeah.
picking silk colors.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to try it in silks, she has those already.
In fact, this is done with her kit, her silk kit. The only thing I changed in here was I chose my own charms. I have charms in there from my mom, and then that basket down here, right here, that's a large, I did that kind of, I didn't even pay attention to a chart. I just stitched those flowers freehand, kind of just like surface embroidery, and then laid that basket over top, kind of like it was, the flowers were, you know, in the basket and growing out of the basket. So that was cool. But yes, that's a fun one. So thank you so much for being subscribers, and get a hold of me. Last video, you had 2 giveaways.
We did.
Yes.
So,
And I don't know where you had those names actually when you were looking them up.
I did.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start with the sailboat, the first one I did, and that's June's. And that one is going to at Always Be Yourself -6.
Oh,
So thank you very much. And then July's Fireworks is going to go to Elaine Williford 1461. So
okay.
thank you very
All
much.
right.
And we
Yes.
hope you enjoy stitching those. And
Yes.
don't forget, Hobby Lobby and Dollar Tree have the little galvanized tins. You can mount them on.
Yes. So for today, then, we have 2 special giveaways because we're thinking fall.
We are. We want the weather so bad.
Yeah, that's right. Liz has this really cute kit that she wants to pass along to one of you. This is what it will look like when you're finished.
It's a shepherd's bush design.
Yeah, all the supplies are in this cute little bag, and then you can take it with you and put it, into your little stitching, whatever that you carry around and take with you. You have a couple of these finished.
I do. I did one that's my stitching that's a red mattress color.
Yeah.
And one that is it Christmas? But I did a second one.
You did a second one,
I can't remember the theme of it.
Yeah.
But I have two, and they're nice project bags because there's no
Very
holes in
cute.
them. They're not an open type mesh where needles fall through.
Yeah.
And you can stick
Yeah.
a little pair of scissors and
Yeah.
a threader
So cute.
and
Yeah, so everything's in here
highlighter.
for you. All the threads, pattern, all of that. So if you are interested in this, how about if you leave the keyword spooky in your comment, and we will choose a winner next time. And then I have this pattern. It was a 3-part mystery series by Sam Sarah, and it's called Something Wicked. And I have all 3 parts here. This is the finished chart or finished design. It is adorable, but I'm not going to get to it and stitch it. So I thought, well, I just want to pass it along then to someone else that would like to do it. So you have all 3 parts. You even have the stars. There's a couple little buttons that come in this one. And the fabric, which is a really neat fabric with the little spots on it. It is 32 count, and it is what they actually call for. It is that fabric right there. So if you're interested in this, with the fabric and the charts, how about if you use the word wicked in your comment?
all right.
And we will choose 2 winners next time. And for these 2 giveaways, only requirement is you do have to be a subscriber. And then we'll choose that next time. So thank you very much.
And if you think watching FlossTube is a temptation, go to retreats.
Yeah.
Oh my word!
Oh,
See, that's where
my.
that comes from. Sam Sarah, she taught a class at one of the jamborees, and then we couldn't stop following her around. So it's Patty Connor, right? And we were everywhere trying to figure out what we were doing. Anyway, it was a blast, and she had a display of all of her pieces.
Yeah,
they
Patty
do
Connor,
that.
yeah.
They do that with all of the designers when they're there. They get a space to put up a trunk show.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so much fun.
it's bad enough that Salty Yarns has just about everything you can think
Yeah.
of. Then they go and add the current
I
designers'
know.
trunk shows to it.
Oh
and
my goodness. And seeing something in person, just like everybody always says, is
it is
amazing.
a lot of fun.
Yes.
So, this is what I worked on in the last couple of weeks. I started a new one. I'm not going to attempt to speak the French name, but it's Collection Tra-la-la-la, and it's a strawberry. And I started with the Santa. Yes, I did. Deb wanted me to start with the snowman.
I know, I did.
But I had already fallen in love with the Santa. So it's just the pomegranate that I'm using right now, but he's coming along really well.
Mm-hmm.
Just try to make sure I do it in the daytime in front of my big picture window.
Yeah.
I get lots of light for that. So that's fun. And that's, I think I'm doing that on corn tassel, and it's a 37 count. I like the feel of it. It's a nice weight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It stitches nicely too.
Yeah.
Then this one you've seen, this is an Animal Crackers pattern, Stacy Nash, and it's called Bobbin. And she's coming right along. I could
Yeah.
probably finish her on a good movie.
Yeah.
Wouldn't take long.
She needs her bottom.
She does. She's gonna have those legs. So I've worked on those, and then of course you saw my my jar. And then the last piece I did a little more stitching on after Deb and I were together for our stitch time once, and it is the Autumn Forest Quaker pattern. Deb finished hers, and it's framed and in her downstairs area. And then this is where I was working at down here on this tree. It was funny when Deb and I were looking. I said, this is weird. I'm looking at the tree on the pattern, and it does not match the placement of my... Did I stitch the wrong? And Deb goes, yeah, it's the dark part over here. I said, yeah, but that doesn't line up. So I'm going through the pattern. I can't find it. I opened the project bag, and crunched up down in the bottom is the page I was actually stitching from. And I was on the right spot. She had me panicking there. She said, no, it's this tree. And then she laughed at me. It's like, no, it's not. Anyway, so that's what I've been working on, and we've been having fun. Deb did some stuff, though, that you didn't see, and she can't show you here, but she can show you back here what she's been doing.
Oh, yeah. And there was a comment, I'm so sorry I forget your name, but you were talking about storing things and how do we store certain things. Well, this cabinet behind us was given to us, and Matt helped paint it, and we distressed it. And the whole top of it with the glass doors, I'm going to get lights so it'll be much better to see, but I can store things in because there's glass shelves, and I can, not that I do a lot of smalls, but you never know. And I do have a few things in there. But what I'm using the bottom for is to store my fabric in. So I went through all my fabrics, and I had so much fun organizing them, figuring out what I want to keep, and is there any I want to get rid of. And then I found these little, you almost got a lot full of fabric. These little storage bins on Amazon, and they have a little spot, well, they did, some of them do. They have a spot where you can put like a little card and stuff, and you can write on them. And then, so I separated my fabrics into certain counts, and linen versus even weave, that kind of thing. And so all of my fabrics now are stored in the bottom. And then what I'm going to do is, in the drawers, all 4 drawers across here, I have these little drawer containers that came out of this plastic piece that I had shown you a while ago. I took out all of the drawers, and they fit in all 4 drawers here, and that's where my DMC is going to go. So that's what I'm going to do for that. But I love that I have all of my fabric now put away, organized. I know exactly what count is in which bin, so that's nice. And yeah, like Liz said, it's been fun kind of just setting it up, and I'm just starting to decorate it, and like I said, I got to get some lights and stuff, but so cool.
It's fun to come over and see what she's done since I've been here last.
Glad that it's here.
Well,
that was fun.
Oh, you know what? Let me show this real quick. Since I showed you Bobbin there, I did bring along something. I thought, I have these kitted, but I have them in a little tin, and when I have a need to start something new, I can pick up something quick. So this one is Monroe.
Yeah, he's cute.
And he's Stacy Nash as well, and I've got the threads and fabric in there for it. That one's on 36 count, and then this one is Percy. Percy's cute. Just a little slug.
That's the only slug I like.
Yep. And again, I have that kitted. I don't think I pulled the fabric for it just because it's all covered in stitches, so it's not going to matter what I really stitch it on. I'll probably do it on just another neutral like the Monroe pattern. And then this is Potato, which is just a velveteen. They used it on the mushroom on this one. But I did find 2 mushrooms that are ceramic at a nursery, and I may use them, or I might make my own. Depends on if I want to use it for a pincushion.
Yeah.
But it'd be cute to sit with it.
It would be, yeah.
And also with a little bobbin on her bobbin. That would be cute too.
Yep.
So anyway, those were fun. And then one last thing I wanted to show you is Deb mentioned that she was at a thrift shop and found a box that would go in my kitchen. Well, this is the box. She gave it to me for my birthday, and it had some candy in it, which I did eat one of those. Oh, my word, are they good. It's like a salted caramel truffle.
Oh, my gosh.
And they're truly bite-sized.
Yes.
They're not something you're going to have half a bite of and then wish you hadn't.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to eat all of it because it's so rich.
When we were in the Finger Lakes, oh, my gosh. You should see. I came home with so much chocolate. I came out with wine, but I came out with a lot of chocolate.
Well, you can't have one without the other.
Exactly. But when I saw
finished.
this, I knew Liz would love it because it has a lot of blue in it. But I thought, oh my gosh, pick out these colors and something you want to stitch, and then mount it to the top of it, and voila, your finish is done. I mean, and it's such a cute box to store other things in because the inside's even finished.
Yeah.
So just keep your eyes open whenever you go anywhere like that. I thought, oh, she'll love that.
And I'm 100% sure that some crafter made this box. It's definitely handmade.
Yeah,
and
it's really cool.
It's a nice
It
job.
is, yeah.
Whoever did
Yeah.
it. If it's your box, you did a nice job.
Yeah.
I don't know where I dropped that out of, but we'll figure it out. Okay.
So
now we're at the fun part.
I know. Well,
So-
it's all fun, but
I had a chance to talk to my sister-in-law Karen the other day, and I'm so excited because Karen and her sister Bobby are coming on the cruise with us.
yay!
They got a hold of me pretty shortly afterwards, and we were chatting, and we finally had a little conference call last week, and I was answering as much as I could on their questions with the information I had from Jean. But we wanted you guys to have the information that we have as well.
Yes.
And
Because of course we're talking about the Floss Tube at Sea 2026 cruise that Jean Farish invited us on, along with Carol, Saltbox Stitcher.
yes.
And
On Stitcher's Escape, which is Jean Farish's cruise YouTube channel, there is a place where you can go and look. And we are the first ones listed right now on Stitcher's Escape, and that's the farthest out that she's working on right now, and that's 2026.
yes.
We leave the end of February, and we float until the 1st of March.
Yes. Now, if you are interested in coming along, and we did hear from some of you, thank you, Karen, Patty, Kathleen, Deborah. We hope to see you there.
We're going to make name tags, so you better be there.
Yeah.
See, we got them made. You got to come.
I'm not making name tags. Stop putting more work on me.
I'm just trying to obligate them, you know?
But yes, we are talking about the Floss Tube at Sea. Registration is the 12th of October is when it opens up. So if you are interested and you want to come with us, please
Register.
Yeah, but don't wait because it is a limited amount of people. So remember that is the date. So talk it over with your hubby, your friends, whoever, and don't forget that date to register. Carol also let you know in one of her last videos, same thing. She had the information there. That'll be so exciting. We are so excited to meet Carol in person. Her hubby, Mr. Saltbox, will also be there. That'll be fun. So, just come along with us. It will be the best time ever, just hanging out and stitching. It'll be a floating retreat.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Yeah,
and
so much fun.
I described it to Deb. I said, I've always thought cruise ships were like hotels that float, and she said, that's absolutely what it's like. It's like
so
a
much
resort
more.
on water.
Yeah,
And one of the things that I think is going to be fun is just the opportunity you go on a short retreat, couple days, and you just get to know people. You're just starting to have a sense of who they are and start to feel more comfortable talking. And then everybody packs up and everybody's gone, and you're in the parking lot and everybody's got their heads down going to their cars. And it's like, wow, this is great because it's more of an opportunity to really get to know people.
Yeah. And you have 3 different ports that we'll be stopping at, Aruba, Grand Cayman, and Curacao.
Curacao, very good.
Okay, hopefully that was close.
We actually tested it out.
So yes, it will be a really, really fun time. Please come and join us if you can. We would love to have you.
And I'm learning a lot because with my situation, I have to use canes, and I was a little dubious. If you have any kind of limitations physically, there are a lot of resources available that you can enjoy this event just as much as anyone else does. They have scooters available. They have elevators. Our rooms are closely located to one another, so we're not from one end of the ship to the other. Jean's done a really nice job over the years of making sure that people's needs are met. So I encourage you, if you're a little bit apprehensive, go check it out.
Yeah.
See what the information says, and if you have other questions, I am sure that if you were to send a message or a request to Jean, she would answer them, or somebody on her staff. Her daughters work with her on it too, so it's kind of a
check out
family
that
affair.
website, and you do have it linked.
I do, and it will be in this description box. We'll continue to keep that down near our personal information in the description box from now until after the event, so you'll see it there.
And so if after October 12th, then, if you did sign up, please let us know. Please,
Yes.
that would be exciting.
It will. And we're going to be reviewing this. This is our little guide to the Caribbean. And it's going to be fun. I did look up the 3 locations we're going to, and from what I could tell, they're Dutch islands. I did get that far. But then I was out at the thrift store, and I found this, and I couldn't pass it up. I was out with the girls, and right on the top of the box, it's kind of hard to see because it's older, but this is the Gulf of Mexico. So right on the top is our little cruise. And then inside is a miniature box.
It's
a little
so cute.
smaller than this one.
Yeah. 2 cute little suitcases.
Yes, and this one though, where are we? Oh, we're down in Brazil. So we're a little to the other side.
Yeah, these are really cute.
And they're kind of lined, so you could put some things in there. So anyway, I'm not sure how I'm going to use them yet, but this is going to be fun.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. So that is exciting.
Yes, it is.
All
And
right.
we'll be back again before long, and we thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Please try to remember to subscribe. It encourages us, and it keeps you in the running for our giveaways.
Yes.
And please be sure to check out other floss tube channels. And it's been a while, but we want to just say thank you to all the manufacturers, the designers, the dyers, everybody that contributes to the fun that we get to enjoy with our needlework.
Yeah.
We just really appreciate everybody's contributions.
Yes.
And so check out the other floss tube channels, and we'll see you back here again before long.
Yes.
As always, share the joy of needlework.
See you.
Bye-bye.